the Apollo Hospital neurosurgeons cut through my skull and tried to find something and found nothing. Totally empty. So they gave up and just patched it up. Here I am in Delhi with a patched up skull, but no damaged brain.
Sadhguru has just had a very life-threatening situation. He had headache for the last 4 weeks. The headache was very severe, and he was, ignoring the headache and doing all because he wanted to do all his normal activities. He was resuming all his functions, all his meetings. He even carried out the Mahashivratri function on 8th of March, despite the fact that he was in agonizing pain. He somehow ignored the pain and he continued with all his meetings. The pain really became severe on 15th of March. And that's when he consulted me, and we knew immediately that there was something sinister happening, the way the pain was worsening. And this was around 4 o'clock. I insisted that we have an MRI, but he had a very important meeting at 6 o'clock. He's so focused on his meetings. He told me, "Doctor, I've never, in 40 years of my life, I've never missed a meeting. And I can't miss this 6 o'clock meeting." Somehow we could actually persuade him, and we got an MRI done. And the MRI actually showed, that he had massive bleeding in the brain. It was outside the brain and below the bone. There was massive 2-time bleeding, some which had happened about 3 weeks back, one that had happened maybe 2 to 3 days back. But, we insisted that he gets admitted immediately, but because of his commitments, he just went ahead with his meeting at 6 o'clock without anybody getting to know that he was that unwell. Next day, he had a very important India Today conclave, which with lot of painkillers and sedation, he still attended that, and he, it was such a marvelous interview he gave. And we were surprised, that with so much of pain, so much of painkillers, so much of sedation, he could attend and, complete that meeting. 17th morning, however, he really got very unwell. He became very drowsy. While talking, he was, just dozing off. He had weakness of the left leg, and we had to rush him to hospital. And even at that time, he would never complain of pain. He would just say, "Doctor, I'm a little unwell." But that morning was the first time he said, "Doc, I think the time has come to do what you want to do." And that's the first time he agreed, that we could go ahead with the surgery. So 17th, we admitted him. When we got the CT scan, there was life-threatening swelling in the brain. The brain was shifted to one side, and he had become very dull, very confused, and the left leg had started to get weak. And we had to undergo an emergency surgery on him on 17th itself. We could get him off the ventilator post-surgery, and he has actually done extremely well, much beyond our expectation. And we were joking with him that we have done what we could, but you are healing yourself. So we are actually seeing the kind of improvement we are seeing is beyond our expectation. He is now extremely well. He is now back to his normal self. All his brain, body, and vital parameters are normal, and he's making a steady progress. I think he's probably healing himself more than what we can do for him. The team from Apollo Hospital, including neurologists, neurosurgeons, ICU care physicians, all the nursing staff, OT technicians, they all worked very diligently to ensure that we achieve the best possible outcome for Sadhguru.